Divine peace and blessings, everyone. This is Collease with Spirit Guided Tarot, and I have a specialty for you. It was a special request, as a matter of fact, from a member of my group. They wanted to know what their gifts and talents were, spiritually, humanitarian, and ancestral. So here I have 8 groups. And if you feel pulled to more than one group, feel free. I'll go ahead and put timestamps below the video. And let's go ahead and give you about 60 seconds to get started. So this is group 1, group 2, group 3, group 4, group 5, group 6, group 7, group 8. Okay, so let's go ahead and give each other 60 seconds. Call on your spirit guides to assist you with choosing the pile or piles that resonate with you. And as always, take what you can, meditate on what you don't understand. Feel free to leave comments, questions below. Don't forget to like and subscribe my channel. And I'll go ahead and get started. Thank you. Okay, welcome back. So for those who chose Pick a Pal option number 1, this is for you. Let me put that there for now. Okay. Okay, so I'm a bit under the weather. It's my moon time. And yet and still, I've got you guys on my mind. So I wanted to go ahead and let you see what your cards are. Take a look here. So to start off, we have Ascended Master, Yogananda, and the Crystal Rhodonite, Empowered Service. We have Mars energy. It says your physical energy, drive, strength, and lighting spirit. We have the goddess Saredwin, inspiration. We have the marionettes. This is a shapeshifter energy. Okay. We have counseling. We have the Two of Cups. We have Heftu, Renant. We have the Archangel Gabriel, Angel of Heralds. And the oracle cards on the bottom here, I'll get to afterwards. Okay. So So let's start at the beginning. These are your first four cards, okay? So we have the Ascended Master Yogananda and Rhodonite. And this card here, Empowered Service. This means that you have the potential to provide service for others on a spiritual level. Of course, you are already providing service for others on a mundane level. But with this card, this is a soul satisfying card. This is a card that says, take a step forward, take a leap, and do whatever it is you're called to do spiritually, whatever gives you that gratification. Okay? To honor who you are is what this card is asking you to do. Okay? So it's like you bring empowerment to your manifestations by following your passions and your purpose in life. Okay? And so I'm going to put that back here. We have the card Mars. Mars gives me that empathic feeling. Okay? Because Mars is a person that not only stands up for themselves, but stands up for others. Mars is an energy that also allows you to be domineering, but also pick up on the domineering attitudes of others that other people may not be able to pick up on right away. Okay. It talks about your physical energy, your drive, your strength, your liking. You could be very handsome or a very attractive woman. And this is what's getting me that I'm picking up on is that life path number one. A lot of these life path number one energies resonate with what I'm looking at here on the board, where you pretty much have that ability to harness power from your sexuality. Okay. You also have the power to, I'm sorry, my lighting is dimming. Okay. You also have the power to have unconditional faith and trust when working, but Mars kind of points to you being a bit impulsive. So the potential to be a little hot-headed, is what this card is pointing to. Outside of that, it points to being empathic, having passion and desire. I'm looking at the dragon in the background here. Okay, that dragon energy. All right, and how you pretty much have the strength to overcome your adversaries, and you have the ability to help other people, okay, overcome their adversaries, their obstacles. Okay, so that energy alone speaks empath to me. Okay, you're a fighter, you're a fight or flight kind of person, where you'll pick up your sphere like he has here. You'll pick up your sphere and basically battle with someone else to protect your loved ones, to protect yourself, your possessions, what you own. Okay. Um, I would also say that the Mars card is, having the psyche to win. Okay. You have a soldier mentality. And that Mars energy is also an empowering energy, just as the empowerment service. You could be in the military, or you could be on some sort of, you could be an activist of some kind. Um, but you're an achiever. You are determined, and you have the ability to dominate your adversaries. You have the ability to teach people how to dominate their adversaries. Okay, let's go to Ceredwin. Okay, so Ceredwin, I'm looking at this cauldron she has in front of her, and how the cauldron pretty much has it has the smoke, and her hands are like creating, and she's gazing into this flame. It's almost like scrying. So I get that she represents inspiration, but she is also a rescuer, and I'm picking up on visions, a gift of clairvoyance. Okay. So if you chose this card here, your gift could be that you are clairvoyant. You have the potential to be clairvoyant if you have not experienced with that gift per se, that you have a power to turn negatives into positives as well because of the cauldron here. This is reminding me of alchemy. Okay. You may be a person who gets fluttered with a lot of other people's energies because you have empathy, because you're empathic. And because you're empathic, you pretty much know how to, or you're learning to transmute those negative thoughts into positive thoughts, those negative feelings into positive feelings, those negative situations into a positive outcome the best you can. Okay. So you're an alchemist on top of being a clairvoyant. Now, let's go here. Okay. The marionettes. This is a person who has the ability to shapeshift. This is a person who has the ability to transform something or someone, or transfer themselves into something or someone that they are not. Okay. It's like a puppet master. Okay. You're able to get into a crowd and fit in. Okay. You're able to adapt and adjust your attitude, your ambitions, your goals to fit your current responsibilities. Excuse me. To fit your current responsibilities, or to fit a particular circle in order to get information and understanding, whatever have you, that you need currently at that time. And excuse me. This is done so that you can fulfill your dreams, your goals. So in the workforce, you could be a person that has multiple skills that people come to quite often. So therefore, you have educated yourself with regards to technology. You probably enjoy reading, writing, drawing. Okay. You inspire people. Okay. You inspire people by being who you are. Okay. They look up to you because you are crafty. Okay. And you control and dominate your workforce or your spirituality. Okay. And you do this by being what people need you to be when they need you to be it. And if you fall short, you look for and you research answers in order to provide people with what it is they need. So you're an inspirer. Okay. You have that inspiration, just like this card here. These two cards, all of them. This is empowered service. Okay, so to look here, counseling, it pretty much makes sense. You heal with kind words, wise advice, and empathetic ear. Okay, so you could be a person that everyone goes to seek advice. You could be a person that, you could be a manager or a supervisor. You could be a counselor for the youth. You could be a counselor for drug and alcohol. You could be a counselor within the family that helps people to, resolve situations and make things better. Okay, because you are knowledgeable and you are kind spoken, you are wise with your advice, and you are empathic. Okay, and you're able to listen to people without prejudice. And even if you do, you don't allow your prejudices to get in the way of your work. Okay, and this is an exceptional quality that you have, all right, to be able to counsel other people, to be able to help people resolve their personal issues and problems. Even if not fully, you're able to give them a head start. You're able to give them direction. It may not be the full picture, but you get them going, okay? Then you have the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups energy is the energy of pretty much having, again, that inspiration, again, that bringing success to collaborations, as I discussed as a counselor. When it comes down to projects and things of that nature, you inspire, okay? And you do this without prejudice, to some degree. Anything that doesn't go against your personal principles, your personal truths. Um, you have the ability to inspire people because that Mars energy is there with you all the way, okay? You have that drive, you have strength, and you have a fighting spirit, and you are willing to fight for other people. So therefore, you make a lot of friends. You're able to, collaborate with others and bring people together and for a common purpose, common goal, and for a desired outcome. Okay, so let's move on to Hef Nef2. Nef2. This card mainly deals with, how to sync your talents and gifts now. How to, because I'm looking at the Archangel Gabriel card as well, and these two make sense, okay, being read together. So to bring your talents and gifts, your qualities together right now, okay, this is talking about your abundance. This is talking about your abundance of living well, having a great income to provide comfort, to limit your stresses, to eat well. I'm looking at the cobra here, the snake, and how it's reminding me of the caduceus, and how she's reminding me of Aquarius, the water bearer, and yeah, even the Aquarius symbol here. All right. And also, paying attention to the fact that nourishment is very important to the body, the spirit, the mind, the soul. Okay. What you eat, what you drink, what you put into your body also matters. It's about moderation. Okay. And so to have these heralds to actually come into your full potential, to unlock your gifts, you would have to create a level of comfort and to rid yourself of stresses, whether it be health stresses, whether it be financial stresses, whether it be familial stresses within the family, whether it be workplace stresses. Here it's talking about limiting your stresses and pretty much living an abundant lifestyle. So therefore you're able to tap into your gifts and they will blossom and bring you to being a spiritual or a humanitarian counselor of some sort if you're not fully there. Okay, if you are already there to reach perfection, that is what is recommended. So how to be in harmony with your higher self is what this card here is talking about. And it says, know that truth is a living force, whether you believe it or not, which goes back to empowered service, because empowered, and I'm looking at the colors here pretty much match up. Empowered service also deals with, that power coming from an outside force, but also choosing you as a conduit to help humanity. Okay. And knowing that truth is a living force empowers you, whether you believe it or not. So if you were to believe in this concept, it will empower you further to, as well on your path. It'll empower you on your path. Okay, let's go ahead and put that back. And then what is your full potential? Labyrinth. The labyrinth is it's pretty much the way through all of this. Okay, the transition to a higher level of being, raising your energies, vibration, and enlightenment. So this was for pick a card option number 1. And, this person, those of you who chose pick a card option number 1, what I'm gathering from this is that you are a powerful person, that you have the ability to outdo yourself in this lifetime, spiritually, humanistically, and um, with regards to your soul path and journey. Okay, you have the empowered service, you have that drive, that energy, that motivation, you have attraction, you have charisma, you have that vision. You're able to visualize, you're most likely a visionary, you could be clairvoyant. With Mars, you could be in clairvoyant and an empath with Ceredwin. And then here being a shapeshifter with the marionettes here, okay, being a shapeshifter, and ultimately being able to move in between different realms. Okay, so on a spiritual level, you are able to feel the feelings of others, see visions clearly, shapeshift and become someone that you really are not, and also counsel others. Okay, collaborate with others. Here you're just being advised how to better come into your gifts, your talents, okay, spiritually and humanistically speaking. All right, so the way to do that is to eat well, sleep well, limit your stress. Okay, know that the truth is a living force. It is an entity of itself. Okay, and just know it. You don't have to believe it, just know it, and all things will clear up for you with this labyrinth we call life. Okay, and with the labyrinth here, it discusses the transition that you'll be able to ascend to, in this lifetime, if you know give yourself that comfort that you need. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to pick a pile option number 2. So pick a card option number 2. This is for you. Okay, so we have Archangel Remiel and the Crystal Argonite, Rest. We have Pluto, your ability to transform, take a big leap forward and rebirth. Mamaine Bridget, Redemption, the Redeemer. Spirit, Love and Light. Page of Cups. This is definitely a right-hand path. For those of you who chose right-hand path, or just naturally this way, this is for you. Okay, so let's begin. All right, so I've been knocking my camera, getting up, getting water, taking a break in between these readings. As I stated before, I'm a little under the weather, so bear with me, y'all. Okay, so we have the card of Rest, and this is dealing with your potential gifts or gifts that you currently have been working on or don't know you have. And Rest is this ability, it speaks about you knowing when to rest, when to recharge, when to take a break, when to regenerate, and how to regenerate the body due to being sensitive, okay, due to being, knowledgeable of how your body works, okay. Not everybody has this gift, believe it or not. It's not a gift that people tend to have, and people just know when to break, but they don't know all the time how to break. And this card pretty much says you know how to break, you know how to recharge. You may be a person that likes going on vacation, taking trips and days off from work when necessary. And You may definitely know how to regenerate, recuperate after a cold, or to get rid of a cold, or how to eat better to improve your overall health is what I'm getting here. How to harness that, the energy from outside of you, um, and put that inside of you to pretty much have, just with food and exercise and knowing what to drink and things of that nature, knowing which herbs to take. And, even if you are a person that takes cough medicines, you probably, stock up on those cough medicines. You don't go without those things. You know what works for your body and what doesn't. You can recommend what can work for another person's body because you have tried and you have been successful with recuperating, with regards to, healing. So that gives me the idea that you could be a healer. Okay. This is Pluto. Okay. Pluto says your ability to transform, take a big leap forward and rebirth. Okay, so that talks about, okay, after rest comes rebirth. Rest is the cousin of death. Okay. And so, like they say, sleep is the cousin of death. Rest is the cousin of death. Okay. And when you rest and when you sleep, you go through a rebirth each and every night. Okay. So Pluto is also talking here about, you may having, setbacks that were pretty devastating to your health, overall well-being, but you were able to bounce back through rest, through knowing what to eat, what not to eat, exercise, okay, things of that nature. You put your body to the test. You did whatever you had to do to pretty much get back your golden spark. Okay, this is the phoenix here. The phoenix goes through a cycle of life, death, and rebirth. Okay, so you have possibly had cells that died and needed to, recover those cells, and you knew how to do it. Okay, something of that nature. And because you were able to do it, you know how to teach others how to do it. And that seems like a gift that you have here. Um, it also talks about your will and desire to live and survive, okay, after a devastating setback. And, knowing that endings are just brand new beginnings, okay, that's what this phoenix energy talks about here. If you can see that, that's a phoenix right there. Okay, that's life, death, and rebirth. That is kundalini energy. Okay, that is working with the chakras. You could be a person that works with their chakras. Okay, you could be a person that knows how to eat in order to balance out their chakras, knows which herbs to take in order to balance out their chakras, which crystals to use to balance out your chakras. But you could be working with kundalini energy. Okay, my main Bridget. Okay, redemption. She is the redeemer. Okay, my main Bridget is also a fire energy. She is Petro. Okay, so you could be a person that is into candle magic. I'm looking at the candles here. I'm looking at all of the fire behind her. Okay, the fire back here. I'm looking at the candles. Okay, you pretty much have an idea how to redeem yourself. You could be into fire scrying or have the gift of fire scrying, okay, and just never really paid attention to that or knew about it, okay. And candle magic. You could be into candle magic. You could be into cauldron magic. You could be, you, if not, you could be into charity work, or you should start getting into charity work to help, balance out karmic lessons. Okay, the act of giving. Okay, that is how to redeem yourself, because you could possibly have Saturn as a, planet ruler, and Saturn has a tendency to teach us people, a lot of lessons, or your life just may be full of lessons. And, you could be a person that has received a lot of good in life, and the universe wants you to reciprocate that same redemption work, the redeemer, to give, okay, to give charity, to use your gifts to help others to redeem themselves, rather it be, with fire, okay, burning off the bad, transforming to something brand new, just like the phoenix here, that fire energy, okay? And so let's go here. Now, this card is very interesting because this card here, this is a spirit card. And the spirit card talks about how you may have a spirit guide, you may be crowned with an Orisha, or you could possibly just be contacting spirits, having spiritual bonds and connections. It could be an ancestral connection, okay? You could be able to, you may just be able to see beyond the veil. Okay, so you may be a medium, you could be a psychic medium, you could just be a channeler, or both, or you could, work with spirits, you could conjure spirits, you could, you know, um, you know, definitely, I see you as a light worker. I don't think it's left-hand path at all. Even though there is a mixture of fire here with my main Bridget, but she is still a giver, a redeemer, a charity. So I see your work as fiery, but at the same time, I see it as light. Okay, I don't see it as left-hand path or anything like that, especially with this card coming up right behind it. You have love and light. Okay, so this one says your purpose is to bring divine healing, light, and love to this world. And I can see that with the card that follows right behind it, because you have a creative and artistic ability. You also have a charming personality. You have charisma. You have people that, will follow you anywhere you lead them. And, that Page of Cups energy is creative artistic abilities. You could be a musician or a writer. You could be a model, okay, with a light heart. You inspire passion in people. You have the gift of charm and a genuine love of life. Okay, so that energy is there. And then here with Tawan Geb, this energy is a great manifesting energy. You see how the goose is here with this geese here, and then there's a newborn egg there, and you have the stars above here. All of this makes sense. You have okay, let me get through with the reading first before I get so hyped, and because I'm really liking this one here. Okay, this is knowing how to manifest. This is earth energies. Okay, this is, being a channeler, like I spoke of here. Okay, this is being a channeler, working with earth energies. Okay, spirit guides are earth energies. Orishas are earth energies, even though they can represent fire, water, air, and things of that nature, but they work with human beings, so they are earth energies as well. Just like the kings and queens can be fire and water, air and earth. There is a mixture here. So you know a great deal about eating well, sleeping well, and those earth energies. You could be a gardener. You could be a person that, wants their own farmland, or at one point in time, visited farms or enjoy visiting farmland and the open outdoors. Okay. You could be a person that, you know, um, may even have experienced, a sacrifice, or has been to a ceremony. Okay. And then here we have Chazad. Okay. You're an empath. This energy of Chazad is an empathic energy. Okay. Chazad is empathic, and it just says you're on the right hand path. As I looked at here, light and love with a lot of fire. The fire gives light, the candles give light. Okay, earth energies give light and understanding. Okay, um, I'm looking at Kundalini energy. One moment, y'all. Okay, Kundalini energies here. Okay, one moment. And hold on. Hold on. And I'm looking at like your exceptional gifts, okay? How to, first and foremost, the ancient gifts you possess, like from a past life that you most likely brought with you to this life is, regarding your artistic and creative abilities, and maybe something that runs in the bloodline. It could be something that, was passed down to you, that you witnessed family members or a parent having those particular gifts, that charisma, okay, that musical ability, that writer ability, okay, and then how to be in harmony with your gifts. It says soften and open back into love all day long. Okay, so you could have, stumbled upon some, people that aren't so nice on the internet or at the workplace or in your neighborhood or whatever it may be. And this is just saying, to soften up. Don't let those people make you hard. Okay, don't allow those people to ruin what is for you in this lifetime. And then you have the love charm, attract a lover, soulmate, or a life partner. Okay, so that gives you the ability, that charisma here. Use your charisma to harness what you need in this lifetime, to manifest what you need in this lifetime. If you are looking for someone to be with and you haven't found that person yet, and you're wondering if there is someone out there for you, there is someone out there for you. You just have to find them. So I'm going to go ahead and stop and move on to pick a pile option number 3. For those of you who chose pick a card option number 3, this is for you. Okay. All right. You have integrity. You have Venus. You have Chingay. You have the Venus flytrap lady is what I call her. You have yoga. Ah, okay. I think I see. You have the Page of Pentacles. You have Nefsix Circuit. And you have Keter, the crown, spirituality. And then you have your oracle cards here and here. These are actually all oracle cards with the exception of one, which is the tarot. So let's see what we have here. All right, so integrity. Okay. Integrity is the goddess Rhiannon, and the stone Amazonite. Okay. So it goes like this with integrity. Okay. The more choices you have and freedom you have, the more integrity you'll need. Okay. And if you're a person that has a lot of responsibilities, you could have a family, you could have a business, you could have a spouse, husband or a wife, you could have children. You could, have all of those things. And integrity is one of your gifts. Okay. All right. So integrity is very important to have. A lot of people don't think so, but I know so. I know it to be factual. All right. You have Venus here. Let me also say, because integrity is something that when working you have to call upon your personal spiritual truths and work with that, okay, with integrity here. All right, you have to work with your spiritual truths and what it is you need. You innately pretty much know. You have an authentic expression when you have integrity. Okay, it's authentic, it's pure, it's true, it's honest, and true people pretty much acknowledge that. And I'm looking at this color here. And where is that other card that I saw? It'll come. It'll come. All right, let's go to Venus. Venus, the part of you that desires beauty, success, indulgence, and valuables. See that? So Venus is here representing one of the gifts that you have and the potential for some of you who are on their path to, you know, success and on the road to riches, and having that self-esteem to build upon your dreams, your goals, okay, and or already have placed value on your self-worth. And this is Venus representing you right here. Venus also deals with love and compassion, deals with your beauty and success, your possessions, your valuables is what Venus deals with. Okay. How you create the beauty around you is what Venus deals with. You see how all of the things that she wants and desires pretty much is behind her. She has, you know, that all of that red, okay, that is passion. Even her lipstick is red. And that could be a wedding ring for some of you that have chosen this pile. You may be married. You may have children. Okay. So this is that ability to focus on long-term success. And then looking at Chenge falling right behind it. Chenge is the obsession. Okay, so the person that chose this has the ability to obsess over things, but not always necessarily that it's a bad thing. It's just that with Chenge, she talks more about how you're, you know, fixated, how you pretty much are focused on an outcome, and you have an ability to work through your process one step at a time. Okay, and you have the ability to fend off people who try and steer you in a direction that isn't for you. And she's in her defense mode, right? And she's like, get back. And this is her way of bringing fertility to what it is she desires with Venus, because those rabbits represent her abundance, her valuables, her possessions, her beauty. Okay, those rabbits pretty much is what she's defending here. And just to give you an idea of where I think this is going, I know it sounds kind of funny to some of you, but it's mostly about having that tunnel vision, the ability to focus, like I said, on your process one step at a time. And the rabbits here, along with Venus, you could be a person that has a high sex drive. I'm picking that up with some of the persons here. You could be married. And yeah, I'm really there's a lot of this red is standing out to me. I'm looking at the sun energy here. Okay, let me go ahead. All right. Obsession. Okay. Even though it's a fixed energy, it For some people, depending, this is helpful. If you are obsessing over something, take a few deep breaths and know that you have the potential to create that which it is you want. So therefore, it's no need to obsess. You just breathe through it, work through it, don't stop. Okay. And then here with this, here you have this red is attracting energy. This is magnetism. Okay. And it's beautiful. Okay. So the power of seduction is yours. Okay. With this red and Venus being there. Okay. Focusing on a goal, focusing on happiness, on valuables, on possessions. And you could be a great manifester of these things. Okay. And this woman of magnetism that I call the Venus flytrap, she has a lot of fiery red energy with her, and you may have a body like a bodybuilder if you're a man, or a body like a, swimmer if you're a woman, or just have curves and, really attractive. And then here, followed up with yoga, you could be working it out. So, let's look at this. It says your life is enhanced by yoga, stretching, and exercising. So this card here is like your exceptional qualities is that you're athletic. Okay, you could be really flexible. You could be into yoga. You could be a teacher of yoga. You may have students. Okay, you could be teaching people how to, and I'm looking at this too, you could be in martial arts. Okay, you could know very well self-defense. You could know how to, balance out the chakras through yoga. You could know how to work with the Kundalini energy. You could know all of those things, okay? And those are your gifts. And then with the Page of Pentacles here, this is something that was possibly given to you through the bloodline, as far as like having that sex appeal, having charisma. You could come from family that is very attractive or handsome, or both. You could have, family members that are very charismatic, have charisma, okay, and have a snappy attitude as well. And with the Page of Pentacles, this is the energy of a person who, is driven. This is the energy of a person that may come through, your bloodline as somewhat an obsession, like I was discussing already, having that obsession energy, okay, because you're focused, and you see how he's pretty much staring off towards his future like, I got this. Okay, now this card here, the Neff Sixth Circuit, she deals with family. She deals with family. She deals with protection, spiritual protection. She deals with magic. She deals with marriage. She deals with sexual energy. If those of you who are watching deals in looking at the Scorpio here, okay, you could be dealing with magic. You could be dealing with Scorpio sex drives. You could be a Scorpio. Okay, you could also just be a person who needs to protect their loved ones. Okay, you could be a person that may be being attacked from the outside. Your marriage, so to speak, could be attacked from the outside. And how to sync your talents right now is to protect your energy, protect your sexual energy, protect your be careful. If you're not married, be careful who you sleep with. Okay. If you are married, make sure that you and your spouse are protected spiritually. Okay. Protect your relationship. Protect your marriage. All right. So this is what this card is talking about. And then here we're talking about Keter. Keter is the crown chakra. So here we have, the chakras right here. We have the chakras coming up here. This could be a person who is very knowledgeable of how the chakras pretty much work, how to get them to come online, how to work powers through your chakras. This is the crown chakra here. Here is the crown chakra there. You are enlightened. You know how to do these things. And pretty much, how to really tap into that in the here and now is through protection of your sexual energy, mostly protection of your marriage or your relationships, your body, overall energy. Okay. And if you're a person that is into sex magic, be careful of who you are sleeping with. Okay. That is the warning there with Cirquet. And then enjoy the process instead of always looking for the result. Okay, sometimes we have to, like if you're a person that is trying to manifest a baby, I see all this red here. I see the crown chakra, because the only way a child can be born is if the child is given a soul, and the soul comes from the divine creators. So in order for you to give birth to a child and manifest that into this lifetime at this point is through the divine creator. Okay, and so enjoy the process, enjoy the love making. Don't put too much stress on your partner. And here's the sun. Okay, the sun is representing, you know, what is your full potential? The golden energy of the sun brings fame and fortune. Okay. You could basically reach fame and fortune with your goals, your gifts, and that nature, whatever it is you are fixed on, whatever it is you are studying, whatever it is you are seeking to achieve in this lifetime with the Page of Pentacles. You can definitely do that. And it will manifest if you are using sex magic to do that. If you are just a person that has a lot of, self-esteem, and you place value on your work and what it is you do, the sun is saying pretty much you can have what it is you want. Just stay obsessed with it. Okay, stay fixed with it. Okay, that one kind of turned into a reading, but overall what I'm getting is that the persons who chose pick a pile option number 3, their crown chakra is open. Here, the crown chakra is open. You're working with Kundalini energy to manifest what it is you desire. You're working with sun energy as well, and possibly some angels are solar deities. And whatever it is you're looking to manifest may well manifest through this. So I'm going to go ahead and close this one out and move on to pick a pile option number 4. For those of you who chose pick a pile option number 4, this is for you. Okay, so we have Daring Rebirth, the goddess Easter, and Astrophyllite, the crystal. We have Vesta, the goddess within, your sacred spiritual center and quiet dignity. You have the goddess Persephone, compliance. You have time and infinity, eternity. You also have freedom. You have the 5 of Swords. Neph 3, Med Earth. Need my glasses. Aistabus, the angel of divination. All right, this one says, take 5 or more minutes to concentrate on a divine feeling. I'll get to those at the end, these two. Okay, so let's see what we got here. So we're going to start here, of course, with Daring Rebirth. So this is a person that was born to be wild and bold. Okay, you won't allow defeat. And I'm looking at this card here. You definitely, the 5 of Swords, you will not allow defeat. I'll get to that card in a few minutes. I'm looking here and I'm like, yeah. So your gifts is surrounded with this this new life that you're currently in, this rebirth and understanding and new understanding that you have of yourself that allowed you a rebirth, because you won't tolerate anymore anyone telling you how to live, what you should be doing, and things of that nature. You are your own person, and the sun is pretty much backing you. Okay? You have the power of the sun backing you. And if you're a person that fears success, you shouldn't, because the sun is supporting you. Here with Vesta, this is the goddess within, your sacred spiritual center and quiet dignity, that being one of your gifts. Okay? Your sacred spiritual center. So you're able to find your center. You're able to, go within. You're able to withdraw from situations, people, places, go within and find the guidance that you need. And when you're stressed or people tend to try and pull and tug on your energy, bring you down, you have a quiet dignity about you that does not allow yourself to, unless you really have to, step outside of your comfort zone. And then here with the goddess Persephone, this is speaking about compliance. Okay, what she's talking about here with regards to your gifts is that you don't have that woe is me attitude or claim victimhood. You won't accept defeat. As I stated before, defeat is not part of your vocabulary. Okay, let's see, you're positive, and you're a positive thinking person. Okay, you're a relaxed person. Okay, you know how to go within and find your center and be cool with yourself, and know how to leave others alone, because you know how to leave them alone. Okay, you know how to step outside of that, that drama. Okay, your gift is like to be able to pull back and regroup and leave people where they are when they're trying to cause you problems. And that is a definite need for us humans to have. We need to know when to let go, when not to play victim, or just to keep things moving when we're not able to you know collaborate with those who we've put ourselves in circle with. And you just have a way of seeing the best in everything. This card here, it says you have the ability to manipulate time, that being one of your gifts. Okay, you see beyond the illusions, knowing the truth in people, is also what this card is speaking to me. It's like that resting bitch face right here, like, yeah, okay. But again, you have that quiet dignity. You don't necessarily call people out on what it is you feel they are lying to you about. You just step away because it's unnecessary. You have that inner knowing, that inner truth. And you say, time will tell on you and those lies. Okay? Because deep within, you can feel it. You have a gift of empathy, where you're able to sense what's going on with a person and when a person is lying, and you could be a natural born lie detector. Okay. And then freedom. The freedom card here says you are free to do what you choose. So if you have people pretty much coming at you from all different ways and trying to tell you what it is you should be doing and what you don't want to, do, and how you should do it, and you're like, listen, I got my freedom card. Okay. My freedom card says I'm free to maneuver and do whatever it is I want to do in this lifetime. And this is you here. The page, the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords says you stand your ground when all others have given up, and you stand your ground when all others have run. You fight the good fight, and you do that with calm dignity. Okay, you do that with skill. All right. And having swords energy is knowing that you are an intellectual person, that you think before you move. And a lot of times you may be working with people who don't think before they move or take action. Neph 3 talks about, knowing what it is you truly want and knowing how to get it. That's what this energy talks about. And quite frankly, this is an exceptional gift to have, to be able to just free yourself from situations that no longer serve you is a beautiful gift to have. You'll be surprised how many times, or how many people actually stay in situations, whether it's work related, or relationships, where they are overextending themselves with jobs and positions that no longer serve them, or stay in relationships that no longer serve them. But you having, an exceptional quality of freedom allows you to have that daring rebirth. Like, some people look at you like, why is it that she's able or he's able to move forward after such a serious event, or where I would have dealt with it differently, or wouldn't have been able to move forward afterwards. But you move in dignity with Vesta, and that, like I said, is a gift. Okay, it's a quiet dignity that you have to just move on and not play victim, to stand your ground, know what it is, know your personal truth, and then with the angel Istabus divination, you may be a diviner. You may be a person that divines and, use tarot, divine oracle, seashells, coconut shells, whatever your choice is. You could be a person that, has those tools, and therefore you are able to see the truth that I was discussing here. Okay. See beyond, what those lies are. Okay. To be able to go beyond what a person is actually saying to you. You see how it's covering up this gem here is covering up her third eye. Your third eye is open, so therefore you're like, yeah, tick tock, whatever. You know, you can't play me, because I already know, because I divine. Okay. I use divination, and so therefore I'm able to look and see what it is I can't see but know. And my divination is a way to confirm, and you could be a diviner. So this is take 5 or more minutes to concentrate on a divine feeling or a higher thought, doing your best to block out all other distractions, because these people here that you have been fending off with Vesta and the 5 of Swords, okay, they want to just steal your energy, okay, and you're being asked to just like transmute those energies into a positive one. And then here with one enchanted evening, the perfect night. So maybe you need to go ahead and enjoy your gifts, okay? Enjoy what it is you do. And this is, here how you can be in harmony with your higher self. Take 5 or more minutes to concentrate on a divine feeling or a higher thought, and doing your best to block out all other distractions. That is how you stay in harmony with your higher self. So again, your exceptional quality is, freedom, being able to free yourself from situations that other people may not be able to. Your other potential gifts and gifts that you currently have is the gift of rebirth. Okay, being able to start over again, giving yourself freedom from a situation, not allowing the past to hold you down, hold you back, or to close your heart chakra, and having that quiet dignity with Vesta. Okay, complying with the universal laws of time, and manipulating time in order to bring forth results. manifest and also predict with Istabus, the angel of divination. So for those of you who chose pick a card option number 4, this resonates a lot, especially if you work with angelic deities, the number 4. Okay, so I'll go ahead and pause this one and get to pick a card option number 5. Okay, so for those of you who chose pick a card option number 5, this is for you. Let's see what we got here. We've got Goodwill, Goddess Gaia, and Ocean Jasper. We've got Taurus. Taurus says the energy around you shows the abundance of nature. It is rich, earthly, and productive, yet relaxed and slow. Some of you may be Taurus, some may not be. Just have Taurus in their chart or Taurus energy. Skyla, drama. Uh-oh. Okay. Let's see where this is going. Because these here are your potential gifts. Okay. And this is the World Religions card. Okay. You see how he has all of the cards and pretty much he's blindfolded. This is like justice, weighing the scales. Okay. And at the same time, justice being blind. And yet here are all of the religions of the world, mostly, or recognized religions of the world, and how, I'll get into that in just a few. Career change. Okay. The world. Duat. Shishu, 42. And the angel of annihilation, Hazmed. Okay. Then we have down here, make gentleness a habit, and Felix Felicitas. All right, so let's see where this is all going. Okay. So those of you who chose pick a pile option number 5, to start off, Goodwill. Okay. Goodwill is pretty much talking about how you enjoy giving to others. When you know you have value, it's just easy to recognize the value in other people, and you freely giving of your encouragement, your inspiration. You're a person that believes in your own destiny and you want other people to believe in theirs as well. So one of your gifts is that you're a believer that, anyone can make it. Okay. You believe this genuinely. Okay. Then we have Taurus energy. And Taurus, some of you may be a Taurus. Some of you just have that Taurus lifestyle of luxury. Okay. Taurus is an earth energy. And, how to treat yourself. You like rich foods. You like good clothing. Taurus loves pleasure. So this is a gift that you have. You have the gift of luxury in your life. Okay. Or you have the potential to have luxury in your life as well. You're working towards that. Skyla represents drama. Okay. And this being in the potential gifts department, it's almost saying or having the gift of drama is saying that you know how to dominate and control conversations. Okay. And you have the gift of dominating. You may write fiction. You could be a person who writes drama or short theatrical poems or articles. You could be a journalist. Okay. Or just really good at writing drama. And then here you have knowledge of the world. You have knowledge of the world of religions and spirituality, even Darwinism at the bottom here. You pretty much have a sense of, how things were written to say all things begin. Okay. And so with this, you are a person that does not see the world in black and white. You're a person that, um, places value on things that resonate with you and not necessarily things that do not. It's you put blindfolds over your eyes whenever things don't resonate with you. It's like, okay, it doesn't make sense. Okay, so you have an inner knowing. Okay, and it's because you're knowledgeable of the different religions. You pretty much know what makes sense and what doesn't make sense, what to keep with regards to knowledge and what to throw away. Okay, so this card here, career change, is an exceptional gift. Okay, it's an exceptional gift that you most likely um, switch careers, and things are panning out for you the way that it should. It's bringing you abundance. And it says here you're embarking upon a career that brings you the joy and the abundance you desire and deserve. And it makes sense with the Taurus energy up there. Okay, Taurus energy right here. And then, goodwill. Okay, because you're a person that believes in your own path and destiny in life. You're able to live in abundance of life and good things. And you could be a journalist, a person that writes drama, or fictitious situations. You dominate an industry possibly, and you could be famous, and you could well be writing about the different religions and things of that nature. And even if you're famous on Facebook or YouTube, you're still considered famous. Even if it's Instagram, you're still considered famous. But you're knowledgeable about all of the world, religions and spiritual practices. And this makes you stand out amongst the crowd. And that career change is something that most likely, happened some time ago, or you may be thinking of, for some of you, you could be thinking of a career change or just recently changed career. Now with the world card here, the world card is saying, um, you broke free from some family ties or a family way or a familiar way of thinking, and it was necessary. Okay, and I'm seeing that here too with hazmat, because here now where it talks about, um, how to sync your talents and your gifts, you have duat 4. Okay, and you have Hesmed, the angel of annihilation. It was like you had to break family curses, or you have to break generational ways of doing things, and how you think and how you move is totally different from everyone else's. Okay, you don't have that, you know, you don't have a mentality that is for some of you, you really don't have that mentality of a slacker or a person that makes up excuses for everything and reasons, as to why they can't make it in life. And you feel like all things are possible, and you may have come up in a family that, has a way of, or with among or amongst a group of people who think that nothing is possible because of XYZ, and you're like, all things are possible, and I believe that to be true. You can't tell me any different. And that's how you are able to connect with and sync your talents and gifts together, because you are able to annihilate that way of thinking with this angel here. You're setting yourself away from the pack, and freeing yourself from, an old way of thinking, because it does not serve your purpose in life. And that is a beautiful thing, because you have taught yourself well. Okay, you've taught yourself, man's religions. You have taught yourself, divine order and divine decree. You have, allowed yourself to explore, the fiction, the myths. Okay, and you probably write heavily scientifically, or mythology. Okay, maybe one of your better topics to discuss or to write about, and it really like intrigues you and intrigues others, and you live a life of luxury because you have that Taurus energy, or you could be a Taurus who pretty much lives well and like to see others live well. So therefore you share what it is you have, and you encourage people to believe in themselves when, others don't. And you stand out. So that's a good quality to have. And, here is how to be in harmony with your higher self is to make gentleness your habit. And if you were in an environment where gentleness was not your habit, or the habit of those that were in your circle, then you have stepped out of that circle, basically creating a new path and a new way of living for yourself where gentleness can be part of that lifestyle. And then Felix Felicitas talks more about it's a power symbol to create lucky and serendipitous events. So the only way that you can truly have that luxury and the luxury of having decent friends around you is by creating events and making gentleness, a habit, because it's just good to have, fun and create ambiance, uh, bring ambiance to, the lives of other people, as well as being an encourager, So if that's what you're looking into, and maybe you're going into the field of, I'm thinking, Spirit just gave me something that just jumped right back out my head, y'all. I'm kind of under the weather. I think I said this already before, but you could be a wedding planner. You could be a doula. You could be doula, whatever it is, y'all. I apologize. Um, Whatever it is you're doing, you're encouraging other people to be like you. Not that you are looking down on other people for what it is they do. It's just that you are inspiring people to be great in life. And that's what I'm talking about here. So if you chose pick a card option number 5, this was for you. Okay. So let me go ahead and pause and go to pick a card option number 6. Okay, so for those of you who chose pick a pal option number 6, this is for you. All right. So we have Archangel Anael and Pink Calcite. The Moon. Can you see that? Your unconscious, sensitive, inner emotions and responses. The goddess Inanna, seduction. You have the beautiful woman dressed in a white tutu. You have strength. You have the King of Cups. You have Akut 3. You have Kushiel, Angel of Punishment. You have Trust and Divine Order. You are being helped. And you have Fairy Magic. Respectfully work with the fairies and elementals to achieve your goals. Okay. So let's see. I'm looking at all this pink here. Some of you can be caretakers, nurses, CNAs, home health aides, pretty much where you take care of other people. Pink in your aura, pink surrounding you. Some of you may take care of a handicap, the less fortunate in some kind of way. I'm picking, there's a really pale pink in this one too. There's a really pale pink in that one. Okay, so let's go ahead and start with acceptance. And just to let you know, those of you who chose Pick a Pal option number 6, this has to do with your gifts that you currently have and are working on, and the potential of your gifts. Okay, and bringing them to fruition is what the entire reading is going to deal with. So acceptance, Archangel Anael and pink calcite. Acceptance in life with situations is what this card mostly talks about. That, situations that are foolish, you just have acceptance with it. Like, you know what, it's not for me. I'm doing something. That overall, your dreams will come true. Okay, so you have acceptance that no matter what in life comes your way, you're going to reach your goals. You're going to, destiny is pretty much guaranteed. Okay, that you're going to live the life that you choose to live and be who you are supposed to be without any doubt in your mind, any fears you have let go of. You have acceptance with life being the way that it is, and that it is what it is. Okay, so the gift of acceptance, having acceptance with how life is and how things in your life has been. The mysteries in life. You have acceptance with the mysteries in life and divine timing. You understand what and how things are helping you. The synchronicities in life is what that also speaks about. The synchronicities in life, how life shows you signs and symbols and omens, and you take notice of that energy, and you have acceptance that you are being helped. Okay, and as that pretty much says down here, trust in divine order, you are being helped. So it's like you already have that gift of knowing that you are being helped, and that you will eventually get where you need to be. If you're not already working on that, you are working on your goals. So you pretty much will, pay attention to the signs and symbols and omens, the synchronicities of life in order to, get ahead. This moon energy here, this is your unconscious, sensitive, inner emotions and responses. The moon energy is also an energy of mysteries, such as acceptance, having acceptance with the fact that you don't know all, but you know you're being helped, is a gift. It's a gift because not everyone has that inner strength. Okay, so the moon, you have a way of shining light. The moon only shines its light because the sun shines its light upon the moon, and you have reflected the moonlight onto the world, meaning that you have a way of shining light on issues that would otherwise go unseen, unrecognized, unheard of. You might be keeping up with the times in ways, that people normally wouldn't. due to the omens and synchronicities of the acceptance card. Okay, so you are a seer. Okay, you're highly intuitive. You are in tune with the universe. Okay, and this energy also gives you great memories, great memory recall. Okay, because you pay attention to signs and symbols and synchronicities, you're able to categorize situations, life events, and things of that nature. So, you have a way of pointing things out to people that would normally go unnoticed. Okay? The goddess Inanna, she is a goddess of seduction. Okay. Excuse me, y'all. She's a goddess of seduction, and you know, uh, your gift, you could be really feminine or really masculine, and this captivates people. It captivates others. They find you appealing. They see you as an independent individual, a standalone kind of person. And here with the goddess Inanna, she is a Sumerian goddess in the moon. Okay, resonated with her very well. This could well be a bloodline of strong women for some of you, or strong men. Okay, this could be, generational seers. Your grandmother had a gift, she passed it down to your mother. Your mother has a gift, she passed it down to you. Okay, so you could come from a generation of seers. Then you have the gift of patience. Okay, you have the gift of patience with this card number 33. And you don't overindulge in waiting on events with a person or a thing or a place or events. You're not, or you don't overindulge. You just have that inner sense of knowing, because it's no need for you to freak out. You have acceptance in life. You have a understanding in life and a calm due to your understanding that other people do not have. And this makes you free spirited. Okay. Now, your exceptional quality is strength. Everything you've experienced in your life has made you strong and courageous. That is exceptional. Okay. The King of Cups is here. The King of Cups is representing, ancient gifts that you possess. You may have the gift of a father. You may be a father. You may just be a mother who is kind-hearted and a business owner or runs things, a matriarch. Okay? Whatever the situation be, take what resonates with you. But this is something that is carried through the bloodline. This is an ancient gift that you possess of, you know, maturity, unconditional love, an unconditional lover. You, like I said, could be a loving father or a loving mother, or just a loving person in general. And then here we have Akut. Akut deals with how to sync your talents and the gifts you have now. To, can you see it? Sekhmet. Sekhmet deals with love, passion. She may even deal with sex magic, but also she is a fierce protector. Protect yours. Protect your possessions. Protect yourself from attacks. Protection is yours through Sekhmet. And the angel of punishment. Sekhmet is also a punisher. Okay. She's fierce. She's a goddess of war. Kushiel, the angel of punishment. Okay. Is how you can, you have to, just as well as you know how to be kind, you have to know how to protect when necessary. You can't be too kind. I see a lot of pink. A lot of pink in here. Pink here. You got pink here. You've got pink here. You've got pink right here. You've got some little pale pink right here. But this card here is saying, no, if you have children, to fix their behaviors, know when to punish them. Know how to punish them. If you have people in your life that are habitual line crossers, know how to set boundaries. That's what this card and this card here is talking about. Protect your private space. Protect the way you live. Protect what you love. Talks about all that. It's not going to like. Let me see this for a minute. Ooh, that burnt out really fast. And it left a lot of wax. Sure did. Let me just put it back. It's fine. So the message here on the end is trust in divine order. You are being helped, is what this card is talking about. Trust in divine order that you are being helped, or just continue to trust. That is how you stay in harmony with your higher self. I look at these two cards together. Whoever chose, for those of you who chose, pick a card, option number 6. You already know that you're being helped. You already know that the signs and symbols and synchronicities that you are paying attention to. And you may have knowledge of the fairies. And within Nana, her star is the fairy star. Even though that's not a fairy star right there, but the synchronicity of those two coming out together, in Nana and fairy magic, and Nana, her star is the fairy star. There are other deities within that star as well, but times have changed things, and I'm not going to get too deep into that. But for those of you who like the mysteries, you know that Inanna has a star that is very similar. It's an 8-pointed star. And so is the fairy star. So for those of you who chose Pick a Pal option number 6, you are a person of the mysteries. You pay attention to synchronicities. You have acceptance with life being that which it is. And it's a mystery. Therefore, you do not break a sweat and you are kind and loving and caring, and you could be a nurse, you could be a CNA, a home health aide, or just a caretaker, or someone taking care of the handicapped or the less fortunate, because of the pink that I'm seeing here. The green that I see in the back of this card here, the moon, says that your heart chakra is open. So that also means that you have unconditional love in your heart. The King of Cups also says the same thing, that you are a caring person, a caring lover, a caring father, or a caring maternal figure, that you come from a generation of seers, people who were able to see events before they happened or feel that events were going to take place. So those who chose Pick a Pile option number 6, that was for you. For those of you who chose Pick a Card option number 7, this is for you. Okay, so we have Heavenly Mercy, the 7th house, Isis, Resurrection, the Mermaid, Animals, Justice, Pet 2, Shin-Er, Archangel Raziel of Mysteries, Angel Raziel of Mysteries. And then here we have always look for the good even in the most difficult situations, and perseverance, the motivation to keep going despite the odds. And that one does resurrection. Resurrection. Isis. It resonates. Okay, so let's take a look. Some of you may be a bit passive aggressive. You have a strong dislike for indifference. Okay, so let's go here first. Heavenly Mercy, Angel Uziel, and Smoky Quartz. Smoky Quartz, of course, is protection. This is knowing what you have. This is like knowing the power that you have. You have the power to change things. You have the power to make a difference. You have the power within you. You know you possibly could put a hurting on somebody if you know how to fight or know some other kind of kung fu or whatever. But you pretty much know what you're capable of doing, and yet you show mercy to people who have no clue. That is a gift of yours, the gift of mercy. Okay, you're like, okay, listen here, little butterfly, little grasshopper. You don't know I could smash you. You have like that gift of elephant wisdom versus grasshopper, the seventh house. The seventh house, it says this area of your life is about long-term significant partners, romantic, business, or family. So the seventh house is you are surrounded and loved, okay? You're surrounded. You have the yin and yang here. You're loved, okay? If you're not in a relationship, you know what love looks like, and you won't settle for anything less or anything short of it, okay? And that's a gift, to know actually what love is. And you may not be able to speak it or describe what love is for some of you, but for those of you who can't, you know how it feels, you know how it tastes, what it looks like, and things of that nature. You just know. All right, so you could just be blessed with loved ones, or with a wife or a husband. You could be You could have been given a gift of a soulmate connection at a very young age. Okay, some of you, and those of you who, you know, have been with your life partners for a long time, this is a gift to you in this life. This is a card that says, indifference does not have a place in my life. Okay. And so therefore you seek to have people that, want the same things in life that you want. Those are the people that you surround yourself with. And here we're looking at Isis, resurrection, her being another one of your gifts, is just saying, um, you have a loving heart, and this just allows you to move forward and pick yourself up and be reborn and, start over if need be. And how you have the wisdom to do so. Not a lot of people have that wisdom or the knowledge or even the understanding of how to start over and reinvent themselves if necessary. Okay. And here the mermaid talks about, breaking free. You've broken free from an unconventional way of thinking, an unconventional way of doing things, having the ability to move on in water and on land. You are choosing your path. You have chosen to break free, and that was a gift. It was a gift for you to break the monotony of life, to get away from the indifference and, a stifled way of living, to get away from, to be given an opportunity, first and foremost, is a gift of itself, to escape situations that could have led you on a whole other path. That is a gift unto itself. That is a gift from the universe, to be able to escape a lifestyle, okay, to be able to move freely, you know, move from hostile places to a calmer place. If you were once in the city and you no longer live in the city anymore, can you keep it down? Please. Excuse me. But if you lived in a city and you moved to the suburbs, then you're able to, free yourself. So therefore you don't have to worry about, those stresses. That is a gift. That is a gift from the universe. Now here we have animals, and it says you understand animals and communicate with them intuitively. Okay, so you're intuitive. And not just intuitive, you intuitively speak with animals. Okay? And trust your inner guidance, as the animals are part of your life's work. Okay? So, with that being said, it's like, you could also be a person that stands up and speaks for the better treatment of animals. You could be a person that, is an activist, and you could be a person that is practitioner, takes care of animals or have a lot of animals or work for the SPCA. You may donate to the SPCA. However, animals is a love of yours, and this is an exceptional quality to have. To care about the earth's animals is exceptional. Otherwise, who else would if you and people like you didn't? Think of the animals on earth. So, justice. Justice deals with, ancient gifts you possess. And one of the ancient gifts, you just know how to set things right. Okay? You know how to be a person's karma if you need to be. Okay? If necessary, you know how to deliver karma to a person if necessary. You know how to put down the gravel. Okay. And then here you have pet 2. And then you have Raziel, Angel Mysteries. Okay, so how you can sync your gifts better now is pretty much to integrate and become whole. See, because we try and be whole while separating ourselves from everybody else. But the fact is, we can only become whole as individuals amongst everyone else. So integration is how you become whole. You don't have to tell all your secrets. You don't have to give too much information if that was something that you didn't want to discuss, or you kind of like stare away from people because you don't want to get into the gossip and, the competition of life and things of that nature. There is still a need to shed your light and give your light to the world through integration. Okay? So you need to get out more. You need to shed your light. And then here it says how to be in harmony with your higher self is always look for the good, even in the most difficult situations. Okay. And then here it says, perseverance is what your full potential is. Okay. The motivation to keep going despite the odds. Perseverance. That's your full potential. All right, so those of you who chose Pick a Pal option number 7, that was for you. I'll be right back for those who chose Pick a Pal option number 8. All right, so for those of you all who chose Pick a Pal option number 8, this is for you. Okay, so melt into divine desire, Goddess Pele and Lava Stone. The second house, your assets, finances, and the things that you value. Ingana, health. Organization, micromanaging. Okay. Teaching. The Nine of Wands. Tepi Aun 4. Hehut. Tiferet. Heart. Beauty. And then here, excuse me, here we have take time to tune into your body and recognize the messages it's trying to send to you. And then here, Mystic Star, harmony in the home and great friendships. Okay, so let's take a look. Now, this one here is kind of turning into a reading just a little bit. A reading just a little bit. Let's start off with melt into the divine. Okay. And I say that because I am seeing that there are persons who chose this pile who may be ignoring their health, and then there are persons who chose this pile who are healthy and health nuts. Okay, so for those of you who aren't healthy, still watch this. You may learn something. And then those of you who are healthy and aren't ignoring their bodies, pretty much you're on the right track. Okay. So the first potential gift, melt into divine desire, Goddess Pele and Lava Stone. Okay. So that gift there is talking about motivation. Okay. And how you could be a strong motivator. And I see that right here with the teaching card. Okay. Okay. And motivation. Okay. Your light shines. All right. Okay. You're able to melt into divine desire. You will need to open up yourself completely if you haven't already. And I see you doing that to an audience. If you're a teacher of students of adolescents, teenagers, adults, whatever it be, a consultant, whatever it be, a diviner, whatever, whoever you be, that divine desire is there. It's a living joy. It's empowerment. It's the opening of the mind. It is a healing energy. This is a person who is a healer. Okay. And this is an ability to step back and perceive from neutral perspectives, like you have no prejudices because you come from the place. This even looks like an eye. Okay, it's like, you don't have to know all the facts. You know all the facts. You feel it. You intuitively know what's good and what isn't. Okay. So that is your gift. And then the second house, your assets, finances, and the things that you value. You are a person that lives by a strong moral code and foundation. There are do's and don'ts in your life, and you have no time for habitual line crossers. You have your boundaries, and you know how to set those boundaries with melt into divine desire. Because a while ago you chose free will. Okay. And then it's like the more you peel back the layers of this eye, the more you expose to those who you teach, to those who come to you for advice and direction, guidance, with that teacher card right here. Your life is about freedom, fun, justice, creativity, celebration. It's full of passion, okay, and knowledge. Your life is full. You have the fullness of life. And that's even being shown in your second house. Some of you have the gift of health, and some of you are looking to reach out to persons who have an understanding of nutrition, how to eat well, so that you can live longer, live stronger, live wiser and better. Because when you know better, you do better. And some of you teach nutrition. Some of you are looking for someone to teach you nutrition. Some of you organize events with regards to health, nutrition, wellness. Some of them are children, diabetic. Some of them are adults, cancer. Some of them are survivors and just want to stay and remain healthy. Some of them are recovering addicts who have become well, who you give your knowledge and understanding to. Some of you have been on the path of being the student and have now become the teacher. But others of you have always been this way, and you are the teachers as well. So now we're looking at here the Nine of Wands. Okay. And this is a guarded mentality. This is a way to shield yourself from the environment of unhealthy things in your life. Shield yourself from an environment of bad habits, whether it be eating, smoking, drinking. You live a modest life. You believe in doing things and moderation. Okay. And that is something that was passed down to you. For those of you who has always lived this way, this is something that your family has installed in you at a young age. Okay. And then here we have where your beauty is timeless. Okay. Tiferet is of the heart. The heart is of the matter here. And then, healthy heart, healthy start, healthy life. Okay. Tepiun for Hehut. What she talks about practically is the need for structure. She talks about the need for uh, moderation. She talks about, some of those things that will transcend your current state, create an opportunity to transform yourself into something bigger, better than you've ever been. So this is like saying, how can you sync your talents and your gifts right now? What you learn, you can teach. What you learn, you can teach. You can teach by example, or you can have classes. Okay? And this also says, take time to tune into your body and recognize the messages it's trying to send you. So as I stated before, some of you are in need of a teacher with regards to your health. Some of you are in need of nutrition classes. Some of you just have a need to learn and study and do something different. And then here it talks about Mystic Star, harmony in the home and great friendships. Okay. So with that, that's a matter of the heart. To ferret, that is a matter of the heart. Okay. And also, harmony being in the home, you eat well. A family that eats together strides together. Okay. Providing healthy meals for your family, providing healthy meals for yourself is what I'm getting from this reading here. So for those of you who chose Pick a Pal option number 8, this is for you. All right, so thank you all for being patient with me. I was not feeling too well, and hope that you all could like, comment, subscribe, take what resonates with you always, because this is for multiple persons. It may touch and agree with some of what you feel, think, and are doing. And for some of you, it may be spot on. So I hope that you enjoyed, but to all, divine peace and blessings.